Hey, what is up? What is up, you guys? Welcome and or welcome back to the My Identity channel, where this is my journey and I'm taking you on the ride with me. So sit back, relax, and come along for the ride. Hey, 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 what is up? What is up? What is going on, everyone? Thank you for joining onto this video today. And I have a very sweet and juicy topic to talk about today, right? Okay, let's get into it. So, the topic of today is going to be the secret is staying in the fight. I'm going to say that one more time. So, some of y'all in the back can hear me. The secret is staying in the fight. But I'm going to let you in on something. We're not talking about for you to keep swinging. That's not what the secret is. So, if you're ready to jump into it, if you're ready to dive in, you want to continue to listen because we got some things to chit chat about. So, let's go right ahead and jump right in this. And if you hear me sniffling, forgive me, my allergies have been all over the place, but that's not going to stop me from sharing with you these juicy key points that I have written down for you guys. And best believe I'm sharing these from a personal experience, okay? Because these things are very special and personal to me. Okay, so I have taken the time out to write down three key components that I am currently using for myself to keep me within this fight, y'all. It's a fight out here, and we have to know how to win the battle. But like I said before, to win the battle is not to keep swinging. It's time to talk about some other things that's going to help us stay in the game, to help us stay in the fight. So if you're ready, and you're ready to hear, and you're ready to, you know, figure this thing out with me, so let's talk about it. So, here we go, guys. Today, we're going to discuss all about staying in the fight. And I personally would like to drop on you some of my secret weapons that I use to keep me in power. Okay? While I'm on my phenomenal journey of exploring myself, while I'm reaching my dream goals and my dream destination. So, let's start this off with number three. Secret number three on my list, I've titled it Facing Your Opponent Head On, which is kind of in reference to life. That's what that's what facing things head on is. It's in reference to life, okay? Now, I'm going to share something a little bit about myself. I can be a bit of a competitive person at times, okay? And I'm pretty sure a lot of you can be competitive when you want to at times. But most of the time, we are competitive when we're really sure of something, right? But how many of us or how many people crossing this video can say that when we're faced with something in our lives that we're not completely sure of, we tend to shy away from particular moments or we let opportunities that come knocking on our door, um, we just choose not to answer them for whatever our personal reason may be, okay? But that's why I wrote down top secret number three, okay, as a top tool for me. And hopefully, potentially, it can be a top tool for you as well. Because it's time to face our opponent head on. It's time. It's time to face what life throws at us head on. We need to look at ourselves and then look at whatever may be taking our power away from us, okay, or making us feel small and insignificant, right? Look it straight, okay? Look it straight in the eyes, look it straight head on, okay? And I want you to do something for me. I want you to do something what I like to call the hero catchphrase, okay? Now, I am not I know I said on this channel we get vulnerable on here, But that's one thing that is a little too personal for me. And I ain't got time for y'all to be on here calling me corny. Okay? But I call it the hero catchphrase for a reason. Okay? Because what it is you're finding your strong statement for you to say when you are, or when you feel like you're in a moment of weakness and you need to face whatever it may be. For you, it's a way for you to really sum up, okay? Okay, sum up the power. Allow the power that you need to erupt the fighter in you. Okay, so I know y'all like, hold on, wait a minute, Jamila. That was just way too quick. But we have two other top secrets that I'm going to share with you. So hold on, brace yourself. We're about to jump into secret number 2, okay? And it's going to continue to get juicy. See, I made this list for myself. This is my own personal list that I am sharing with you, okay? I had to write it with intention because I know where I struggle. And if this list can help you or even put you in a mindset to create your own, okay, how to stay in the fight list, use this as a guidance, as a guideline to where you want to start yours from. Because when I tell you, like I said, I know where I struggle, I know where I'm weak, I know that I am the type of person where I can place myself, okay, within the boundaries of my mind, okay, where my mind, okay, I know that my mind will do anything it can to appear to keep me safe. And I said that for a reason, but that's a topic for another video, okay? But let's get into this second secret. I'm excited, y'all. Let's get into this second secret, okay? Which is strategize. Maybe you didn't hear me. It's strategize, okay? Y'all don't be treating my singing voice, all right? I said it was my second gift, not my first. Don't be treating me. But before we really dive into what I want to tell you about how to strategize, okay? I don't want to just double right in because I want to be very specific and detailed in revealing how to use this secret properly. Because let me tell you, I have made my mistakes in this area. So let me be clear. When you are strategically creating an action plan for your life, I want you to view it in this manner. Okay? If you choose to view it another way, then let me tell you I told you so. But if you view it in this way I'm about to explain to you, child, it's going to be a blessing unto you, and it's going to be a tool for you to use consistently, and you're going to look at how you strategize your life in a whole nother light, honey. So let me break this down to you, okay? So like I said, when you are strategically creating an action plan for your life, I want you to view it in this manner. And I'm going to break it down to you like this, okay? God has a divine plan for your life. And He knows it because He constructed it, okay? He knows the ins and the outs. So when you are forming, okay, a strategy, okay, when you are forming a strategy, this is what I want you to do. I want you to form it to the outcome of His plan. The outcome of His plan. Why? I learned this a long time ago. Like I said before, God already knows what's in store for you, okay? He gives you the pieces to the puzzle to put together, because there's some parts about you that he needs to come out for you to reveal the whole thing that he has for you. But if you get to trying to do it yourself, nah, y'all ain't ready for it, y'all ain't ready for it, y'all ain't ready for it, I ain't even gonna go down here. I'm not even gonna go on here. I'm gonna stick to what I had to tell y'all. But if y'all really want my thoughts on that, you gotta like, you gotta subscribe, and you gotta follow. And let me know down in the comments if you wanna have that conversation, okay? But let's finish talking about this, okay? Let's finish talking about this. So, you want to strategize, okay? When you are forming your strategy, you want to form it to his outcome, okay? Center it around showing up to the process. A lot of us don't center our goals and our strategies that we have for our life around showing up to the process, okay? Because that's the main thing that you need. That's the main thing that that we leave out, is actually showing up. We want to do everything behind the scenes. No, honey, no. And I was there. I wanted to do everything behind the scenes, okay? I wanted to put somebody else out there in the forefront for me, how they play certain roles in the movie. The actor gets more credit than the people who actually created the story. No. That's not it. That's not where we're going with this time. You need to show up and be there for your own process. Okay, so like this, I show up to my process by staying in alignment. Okay, and with what God has told me is that I needed to do that to get to the outcome that I want. Okay, which is what he already has for me. Then I proceed to ask myself, after getting myself into alignment, okay? Then I proceed to ask myself, well, how do I stay in alignment? What does that look like for me / you? So this is how you begin to create that strategy for yourself. And this is how I started to create my strategy for myself, okay? Are you catching my drift right now? Okay, and I know, some of you might say, well, how is that much of a strategy? We ain't got time for no negative thinkers out here. I ain't got time for no negativity. So if that's you, go ahead and slide up off this video. Or you know what? Matter of fact, I want you to stay, because I want you to hear what I got to say. And everybody else that's in that positive thinking mindset, I want you to stay as well, because you're going to want to sit in and listen on this. I told you it was going to get juicy, and this is just the second secret, okay? So, 1, your strategy is first your own personal strategy, okay? Because however you maintain showing up to the process is how you create the best results to how you operate. And if y'all see me looking down, it's because I'm reading off of my notes, so don't mind me, okay? And everyone operates different. Everyone shows up different. However, doing it this way helps you to view where you may be slacking, or if a certain style that you're using, isn't working for you. But the awesome thing about this is that the strategy can always be readjusted. The strategy can always be readjusted. So if the way that you're staying in alignment to your process isn't working, readjust it. Figure out where you're missing the mark. Go back and reassess. Look back over it. Okay? It's nothing wrong with that. Nobody is going to tell you, you can't do it that way. I'm just suggesting to you a better way to go about it. Giving you tips that I use for myself to strategize and create, my strategy to get to where I want to go, right? To get to the main goal that God has for me, to start putting my puzzle pieces together. See, if you ever, and I know I'm going a little bit off topic, but If you have ever put a puzzle together, and I'm not talking about one of them little baby puzzles, because my mama sometimes used to have us out here working. My mama was a puzzle person, okay? And she used to have us put together 500 pieces puzzles, 1,000 pieces puzzles, whatever you want to call it, okay? It was them puzzles where you had to think. You had to have a strategy. It's not to take away from the outcome, because, Lord, you just gave me another analogy, because the people who created the puzzle already had the plan in mind. They already created the picture. But it's up to you to stay in alignment, to make that strategy, okay, to figure out how you're going to get to the main goal, to the end picture, to the main piece, the full piece, the whole piece that you intentionally started with. Come on now, I know somebody is hearing me on this video, okay? Now, there is more, okay? There is more, there is more, there is more. We are not done, because I saved this slept on piece of information for last. But it's the key to the whole pie. The yin to your yang, the mac to your cheese, and the mac and cheese to your candy yams. Look, don't hate on my lingo. Thanksgiving is almost here, and I cannot wait. Okay? And I told y'all, I am a ball of personality. So without further ado, can I get a drum roll, please? Because here is secret number 3. I said that wrong. This is secret number 1, y'all. Look at me. I'm all excited, okay? And I wrote it wrong down in my notes, and now I'm saying it wrong on here. Listen to me, okay? I am human, okay? I told y'all this is my journey. This is my process, and it's going to get better. But this is secret number 1, all right? And it is patience. Patience. I'm going to say it one more time because it sounds so sweet. Patience. Okay. Now, I want you to take a little moment and let that sink in. I'm not going to leave you hanging. I am not going to leave you hanging. You know, your girl is going to give you an explanation, okay? So I have a little analogy for you. I know some of y'all that have seen my videos is probably like, here she go. Here she go, 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 with another analogy. But I got a little back talk for y'all this time, okay? See, Jesus, he also spoke to his people in parables. And you want to know why? Because he knew that receiving the new information that he was going to give to them, that they might not quite understand it from a higher level. But if he explained it in a way that any and everybody could grasp it, he was doing a better deed than fulfilling his own desire by talking in a way that was not relatable. And that's exactly why I use analogy, because it helped me. When people gave me an analogy, it more so helped me to understand and for me to relate to the person that was telling me some information. And I would go, oh, I get what you're saying. Okay? So, let's talk about it. So, the best way I can explain this to you as to why to patience, okay, is your number 1 hitter. Your left and your right hook, sis, okay, bro, all right? It's because patience is your secret weapon. Patience is your secret weapon. Let me explain why. If you ever watched a boxing match, and I don't know how many of you have seen a professional boxing match, But I am only mentioning boxing for this analogy because there is a specific strategy when you are facing an opponent, okay, head on. Big hint. Big hint. Okay, they usually will sit back and let the other guy, okay, come on now, I need y'all to follow me. They will usually let the other guy sit back and use up all of their energy throwing punches, just wailing, okay? Just, I mean, if y'all ever seen this tactic I'm talking about, okay? But let me finish, okay? So this other guy is wailing on them, right? But if you notice, the fighter using this tactic is waiting patiently. He's waiting patiently. And even more so, they have themselves in like this protected position, okay? I ain't no fighter, but I've seen enough boxing matches, okay, to know when a specific fighter is using a specific strategy, okay? So, let me finish, right? So they're in this protected position, so the opponent won't cause any major damage. See, I know y'all like, where you going with this? Where's she going with this? She just be on here talking. Where's she going with this? But you gotta listen. You gotta listen, because it's all gonna make sense once I'm through. Trust and believe it's all gonna make sense when I'm through, right? So, they're in this protected position, and they're just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. See, that's what patience is all about. It's waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And then you get tired of waiting. Okay? You get tired of waiting, right? But let me tell you the reason why you're waiting. It's because you're waiting until everything comes into alignment. They're waiting in that specific position until everything comes into alignment for them to throw that killer swing so they can knock their opponent out. Now, I know you're like, well, what does this have to do with me? See, life doesn't know any better. Or for better terms, the enemy doesn't know any better. So, he and or life will keep throwing punches. They're going to keep swinging at you, okay? And I know, say if you're anything like me and you're tired of waiting, okay? And you're tired of the enemy throwing punches and life throwing punches, and you have to steadily stay in this one position, you be ready to swing back. I'll be ready to swing back, okay? But God says, stay patient. I'm reserving your energy. I have you in the perfect position where your most important assets won't get damaged. They won't get damaged. Y'all know, I know, your feelings may get bruised, or you may feel stressed being confined into this one position. But just wait for the alignment. Just wait for the alignment, because life is about to get tired. The enemy is going to get tired of throwing punches. And the special, I'm not talking about mediocre. I'm not talking about itty bitty. I'm not talking about so-so. The special opportunity that I have lined up for you, the one hitter quitter that's going to set you apart, okay? That strength that you reserve for the immaculate swing that you're going to use to knock everything out the park is the reason why patience is the #1 tool, the secret weapon that I am currently using right now. It's #1 on this list. It's the secret weapon that's not worth being slept on. Hear me when I tell you. It's not worth being slept on. So that is all that I have for you guys today. Okay, once again, like I've always said, that this is my journey and I'm just taking you on the ride with me. So the information that I share on this channel, the value that I give, the messages that I give, the tips that I share, is just me doing the work for myself, but also helping someone else along the way. Because this is what I feel like God intended for my life, is to encourage, to share my experiences, to let someone else know that you're not alone, that I know what it's like, I know what you're going through, and let me be of service to help you to get to your next level. So if you come across my beautiful face and you want to share in, okay, and you want to become a part of my community, of knowing your identity, of knowing who you are, of knowing how to tackle the hard spots within your life, of knowing how to overcome and get to the level that you want to be in, that you want to be at, okay, this is the channel for you. So don't be afraid to subscribe, don't be afraid to tune in, don't be afraid to like, don't be afraid to share a comment. Because I am all here for family, for interactions, for advice, if you have some to share, okay? And I'm going to continue to share my experiences, my tips, and to help the next person along. And as always, y'all be blessed.
New flavor, reason to throw my game.